Always remember this is a life experience. Accept the experience, appreciate the experience, and learn how to move on from things that don't serve you well, and find your journey, respect your journey, and love it.
Good people, it's your boy Double O, and I'm back with another one. I'm just trying to make sure everything's set up like always. While y'all at it, make sure y'all hit the like button. You trying to do that? All right. Also, while you at it, go ahead and hit the subscribe if you're new. And give you time to do that also. Okay, let me check, make sure that chat box is up. It's crazy out here, man. It's funny when you write about stuff and then you got to be humble. It's the suckiest part of it. All right, cool. It's a little bit delayed, but you know what I'm saying? I get the messages. So just in case if y'all messaging your boy, just know it's a little bit delayed, but I definitely get the message. So, oh man, how do I even start this? I don't even want to come with the aha, nah, nah, the boo boo, I told you so. I don't even want to do that. Do we come off that, brazen? Like, I told you, y'all didn't want to believe me. Now look at the situation. The streets is burning. Microsoft, no, I don't want to do that. So I just, hey, another announcement, from the naysayers and disbelievers, all of oh, the Xbox about to turn into a PC. Oh, no, I don't want to go that route. I should say that for the other in Discord, you know. But I was talking to my boy Rose yesterday when the news broke. And it's kind of like, it's one of those good moments where you just lay your feet up, kick your feet up, grab you some tea and coffee or something, whatever your beverage of choice, you know what I'm saying? And you just bask in the ambiance of just, I called this months ago, years ago, and now it's coming to fruition. And everybody's looking and scrambling, looking crazy, trying to come with every excuse in the book of why this is just the wrong idea ever. And you just like, dude, the landscape is changing. And unfortunately for you, it ain't going in your favor. So, and y'all probably looking at me like, man, what, Melo, what are you talking about? Like, what are you yapping off about right now? Well, it was just fully announced from the queen of the X, Sarah Bond herself, the new regime of Microsoft. And she's definitely in the forefront. She just came out with a slight video, and this video was telling to me, like, it was telling, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people just took it for face value. I'm looking like, yo, this this is the monster, the leader that Microsoft needs. Nice, cute if you want to you go that route, nice and friendly on the outside, but in the inside, I mean a straight dog. I'm talking about I'm here to show my dominance in these gaming streets, and it's no mercy for nobody at this point. And you might be looking at Mello. How can you say that looking at the direction of what Microsoft is going? Like Microsoft is a third party publisher and yada yada. All that has just been like completely debunked in this new video that she just dropped. And it shows that Microsoft is not only prepared to take the mantle of gaming to the next level, but they spearheading it in a force like no other. It's crazy how they have changed the narrative of this just being an entertainment box, no video games, uh, third party developer, publisher. We're leaving out of gaming as a whole to it's a complete hostile takeover. You will not be able to turn on a video game console without seeing Microsoft, or having to know mentally in the back of your head that Microsoft played a part in where gaming is at this point. It seems like they just sat in the room, listened to every negative feedback comment that you can ever throw at them on social media, and they said, all right, cool, hold my beer. I'm finna show you something. So, enough with me bragging and yapping. Let's check out the video real quick. So,
At Xbox, our vision is for you to play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want. That's why we're investing in our next generation hardware lineup across console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories. I am thrilled to share we've established a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next generation Xbox consoles, in your living room and in your hands. Together with AMD, we are advancing the state of art in gaming silicon to deliver the next generation of graphics innovation, to unlock a deeper level of visual quality and immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI, all while maintaining compatibility with your existing library of Xbox games. This is all about building you a gaming platform that's always with you, so you can play the games you want across devices anywhere you want, delivering you an Xbox experience not locked to a single store or tied to one device. That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming. The next generation of Xbox is coming to life, and this is just the beginning. We can't wait to show you what's next.
my God, my God. Now, listen here. Y'all might think and just say, oh, they're converting the PC, the Xbox to a PC, and no, you saw what you just seen there is what I'm introducing as the hostile takeover. Again, I came with the whole coin statement, hey, the great migration, the gaming. What's good, King Reaper? What's good, bro? I came with that logo, but this is a hostile takeover. This has upgraded. We are at code red right now. And the reason why I'm saying that is because of this. Even with the naysayers talking about, oh, no, it's a PC, it's a PC. I remember vividly, Xbox gamers, or so-called gamers, hardcore gamers, so-called, complaining that, oh, Xbox is giving up all its games to the PC and we not receiving anything. I remember that vividly, people saying that. It was a conversation that was being held around the gaming community. Why is Xbox giving up all their games to PC and Xbox users not getting any games in return? And I kept saying to them, yo, they are about to drop a complete nuke. When I listened to that World of Warcraft presentation, they was like, yo, we're already in the midst of talking with Xbox, and we're going to be dropping that game into Game Pass, and you're going to get a console version of it. Instead of them going the route of just porting the PC games over to it, they just said, yo, why don't we just make a box that integrated all as a whole? We're already doing cross play and cross progression in video game. That's been in the forefront for like a couple of years now. I want to say probably 3-4 years at the most. I'm talking about to the point of where it is now, where you're getting majority of third party games cross play and cross progression, where they're allowing your stuff to transfer between consoles and gamers. For the most part, that's been in the forefront now. Microsoft said we're going to amp it up even more. Skip just having one store. We coming for all stores. This woman is an animal, dog. Do not let this smile fool you. I see the cray cray in her, and she's out for blood. I'm no pun intended. I'm not joking. And I'm finna tell you now what you're about to see, because everybody was worried about oh, this is an Xbox. I remember posts and me going against Noah and about this whole on State of Gaming. Shout out, 2/3 of the State of Gaming, my guys. Um, we was going back and forth with this, and I kept telling them like, no, this promotion is way deeper than what you think it is. Yes, not only are we allowing you to play your games everywhere, we took it over the TV, we got you on the mobile, we got you on the tablet. It's all about user dominance. Where are you player dominance? Where are you playing your games, and how much time you're playing those said devices or that entertainment? Microsoft knows this very clear, and they're executing this at a perfect T, to the point because they're the only ones that's doing it. You just seen what Sony and them CEOs just said. They is at like disbelief. They are scrambling over there. They are scrambling because not only did you have 12 live service games that was in development in some form fashion, which means money was being spent by the boatload for these because they was the main focus of the console. They all literally crashed and burned outside of one, which was Helldivers 2 at this moment. Every other game has crashed and burned. We know the story about Concord. Marathon is just coming out right now. They're delaying. I'm about to do a video on that also. They're delaying Marathon indefinitely. Like, this game was supposed to release September of this year, and they completely destroyed this game release date to the point where we don't even know when it's happening. Listen here, the PS6 that they claim they're coming out with, it is a undercover PS5 Pro. You're about to buy another PS5 Pro because they're holding back all the games they're supposed to be releasing on the PS5 to roll out for this PS5 Pro. That's the new name, PS5 Pro, my guy. That's what you paid for. Microsoft has already dominated. They're dominating the PS5 storefront, the PSN storefront. Gears of War Uncharted just charted. Gears of War Reloaded just charted on their PSN store. And I already told them what the rollout's going to be for Gears of War. You're going to give Gears of War Reloaded, introducing the community to the game, $40 a pop. Remind you, this game is like 15, 20 years old. Could have bought it in the bargain bin for like $8. We just bumped it up the price and got it for 40 on them. And it's selling like gangbusters over there. People are enjoying the game left and right. Even with the old, outdated mechanics, people are still playing that said game. We're going to double back on you with the Gears of War E-Day, which is going to entice you to want to play the game even more. Once E-Day drop, which most likely is going to be a timed exclusive, you're not getting that day one. If you do happen to get day one, if it like shot of a dark, if you get it day one, all that means is we're finna usher out and roll out the back catalog on you. We're gonna do what PlayStation was doing to you, but in reverse. Pause, no Diddy, no baby oil. We're going to roll back the other games because you're going to want to know the full story at that point. What happened to XYZ? What happened to Don? What happened to... And if you ain't played it on the Xbox or PC, you're going to get it on that PlayStation. Which means Gears of War 2, 3, dropping simultaneously, back-to-back games. Hopefully not in a bundle. We're going to slow drip it so that we can get our profit on the back end of that game. More money coming in after we already sold the gangbusters of that game 15, 20 years ago. And Halo is coming too. Same rollout. Probably a little bit different because we got the Halo Master Chief Collection for the most part, but you're not getting Halo Infinite, Halo 5 in that bundle. And we're gonna slow drip the rest of those games out as well. Microsoft is firing off on all cylinders. And I haven't even mentioned the Fable franchise. They're gonna probably roll out the same campaign that they did for Gears of War for the Fable franchise. And y'all may say, "Oh, how is this going to be beneficial to Microsoft? How is it?" Because that's the one of the novice question that's always keep being held to keep being ringed out. It helps as if it always helped. Microsoft, you make a game, you make content, you sell that said content, that content come back in with revenue, that revenue that has increased for making that game allow us to make sequels. It's a continuous flow. And if we want to put in more technology, more visuals, make the game bigger, broader, have way more expansion on the ideas of the game, guess what? We got room to do that because we've made so much money on the back end on the last game. The second game is going to do even more money. It's going to sell out even more. The demand is there. And what just happened, what Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond just did was show that the demand for Xbox games is out there, it's wanted, and it's needed. And the people want to buy their games, regardless of the negative publicity they've been getting. And that's what that shows. So all that media negative Xbox is going the way they're dead and their games are not entertaining. All that negative media that we was dished out in the past, they got to eat crow because this shows what you were speaking on was clearly wrong and you clearly was out there sending out a fake message about Xbox and the Xbox gaming as a whole. I'm telling y'all this now. And on top of them being the publishers of these games, they're hitting every market, even in the showcase. People was complaining, "Oh, why are all of my games being sent over to the other platform?" And if you was into the console wars, great, cute. In that showcase, they showed games that wasn't going to the PlayStation community. Games like Grounded 2 won't be on the PlayStation market. You only can play it on the Xbox and PC. If you want to gravitate and go straight PC, you can. Me personally, I don't want to go straight PC. Me personally, I don't. I don't want to lug around a big giant PC everywhere I go. I told y'all my story. I'm moving around a lot. I work a lot. I'm mobile. I need something that's able to be moved around and carried around in a nice fashion without all the cores and issues and stuff. A console is great for that. This console that they're talking about bringing out is perfect for me because I want to entertain the Steam OS sales and going over there and playing new and exciting indie games under a console's platform, but I can't do it because I'm not lugging around a huge PC everywhere I go. That changed the narrative now. I'm able to take my Xbox, my new future Xbox that's dropping soon, and I can take it with me on the go. Most likely I'm gonna buy two because I want one stationed at the crib and then one with me at all times, like I got now. And if I don't have the money, let's just say, you know what I'm saying, this is overly expensive, it's too much bread for me. I got options. I got options. I can just sit here and still just grab my controller, hook it up to my iPad and play xCloud, or look it up to my TV, my LG Samsung TV, and then play it that way. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting a little frisky. I want to be a little dapper there. Guess what? I can go out there and buy the handheld and go from there. Have my library on the go. Every narrative, every negative comment that has came to Microsoft doorstep has been debunked and declassified as false. Stop listening to these weirdos with these negative Xbox news podcasts. They leading y'all down. They led astray. You've been bamboozled, as he would say. Microsoft is leading the forefront in gaming. You know what I'm saying? Again, if you complain about the narrative, I think people forget the real, true narrative about gaming and what gaming brings to us, the enjoyment that it brings to us. It's supposed to be all about the games, not all about the plastic. Yeah, exclusives are cute, exclusives are nice, but that was the regime back in the day. That could work back in the day. But the moment cross-play and cross-progression became a forefront of gaming, that narrative is dead. Exclusives are cute, exclusives are nice, but they don't move the needle like these people say they do. Melo, you need to spread to the bots to start chatting epic free game. Wait, what? He said, Alex said, Melo, you need to spread to the box to start claiming epic free games because we can. That's facts. Hey, I've been saying that. I've been saying it for like 2 days now. Dude, that's what I'm waiting on the Steam sale. Parker just came through and said, what game they had on sale? Through Epic, the Neo series. I think he said you can get one or two for like $7 or $8. I went and bought it. Listen here. If you're smart, if you are smart, I'm just saying, if your IQ is above and beyond 75% at this point, you need to go theme sale, epic sales, especially if you're involving yourself in this ecosystem and you're going to stay with the Xbox platform. I don't care where you go. Microsoft is going to be everywhere. But if you're smart, you're going to stay with this ecosystem if you're already here. And I would personally sign up, give me a Steam account, give me an Epic account, and start slowly buying these games to build up your library. So by the time this console come out, by the time that handheld come out, you got a library of games that you can just pick up and go. That's just my opinion. That's it. I'm just saying, if your education level is above a 75, it's about being proactive, not reactive. If you know, you know. You know that this device is coming. Sarah Bond has confirmed it. I wonder if people gonna pay their bets because there was a lot of people out here crying and whining, talking about, oh no, ain't gonna be a new console from the Xbox. They leaving. And I kept selling them. I kept saying, no. Why would I leave the home console area when I'm making so much money? And people look like, no, that third place, Negro. We're talking fool. Let me read. Woosah, Melo. Woosah. Dude, we are talking about three companies that make over billions of dollars on consoles, on selling video game content. It's only three companies in the hardware business in the world that we even entertain. Why would I leave? Because you're complaining about me being in third place. Why would I leave an industry where I'm making billions in? And now I'm about to even make more money because guess what? They haven't released all the missiles. No pun intended. We still ain't heard about Microsoft storefront because they have a Microsoft storefront they're working on, and they haven't integrated mobile into Game Pass yet, which I'm certain they're going to do. And we know how much mobile make. Mobile is in the billions yearly. So I forgot Amazon Prime free games too, cause shout out to my boy Onyx, real talk. because we can too. You know, Amazon as well. I'm just saying, if you got any PC gaming sites, they selling stuff on a sale, you might want to get into that ASAP. Again, I'm waiting on the Steam sale. I'm gonna be buying Spider-Man at $5, $10 and play it on my Xbox. That's another thing that they just dominated in. Because now everybody's crying and scrambling and running with these excuses, talking about, oh, they're gonna block it. No, you can't. You can't block you can't block it for playing on the device because it has its own storefront. That's why she highlighted that. We have multiple storefronts, which mean, nigga, we have become the mall of gaming. We're the Lenox Ave Mall of gaming here. We're Mall of America for gaming. You can't block something when Steam have its own storefront, and we just hand you the controller to play it on that screen. It is a wrap. Me and Rose called it. It is checkmate central out here. And people just gonna have to accept it and accept what it is. Me personally, I told you, and I'm sticking to my guns and I'm 10 toes down with it. I think Sony gonna fold. And I think Sony gonna fold and someone's gonna buy them out. I don't think they have longevity in them knees over there. I don't think they got the knees to have longevity, bro. Pause. I don't think they do. I don't think they're able to withstand what Microsoft had to go endure with the Xbox One. I don't think so. When the world was against them, the DRM, bad publicity, Matt Booty talking about, hey, if you don't want to get this console, we got a console for you, which is the 360 TV broadcast, the era of Medium and Bleeding Edge, those games that was terrible, that people deemed terrible and not fun to play. Microsoft went through a lot to change the narrative. Actually buying the companies instead of doing third-party exclusives. They did a lot to change the narrative, and it took them almost 5 to 10 years to do it. I don't think Sony can withstand that. I don't see it. I personally don't see it. I could be wrong, but I don't see it because a lot of money had to be put into doing that. And what I'm seeing Sony doing right now, they're backtracking. They're running back to, they saying, yo, we're running back to our original. Oh, if you want sequels, you need to buy these remakes and remasters. They talking about the PS6 going to be running PS4 games and PS5. There's no games on the PS5. You're already talking about the PS6 when there ain't no games on the PS Pro. It is crazy out here. You're going back to your single player narrative with the driven games, and the cost of gaming is going up. It ain't going down. So how the heck are you going to be able to pull in single player based games, and your single player based games, people are beating them within a week too. And you think somebody, oh, and then the price of gaming is going up, and y'all talking about you're going to stay at the standard price because you can't even, your standard price ain't even worth your games now. I used to wait to play Sony games because they didn't offer multiplayer. It was only single player experience. I beat them games with like a week or two. And then I'm looking at myself like, I spent $70 for this. No, you're crazy. I would spend $30 and $40 for Sony games. I never paid full retail price because they don't deserve full retail money for their games. Their experience is trash over there. I'm just being honest. For me, it was trash. So now you're going back to that same experience and trying to run that back on the next generational console, which supposed to be your PS is PS Pro Pro. Because it ain't a PS6, that's PS Pro Pro. You're going to get the pro experience of what you supposed to get on the Pro. They're going to roll it over to the PS Pro Pro. And you're going to be paying more than 800 for that daggone that device. At this point, dog, the writing on the wall. And you got your competitor selling their games, older games, on your platform and making profit. I mean, making profit. So you want somebody to go out there and buy a PS Pro Pro and y'all gonna run back the same old games? What, you gonna give me the enhanced PS Ultimate Allegiance edition of Last of Us again, 1 and 2? Y'all gonna run that playback again? You gonna remix Uncharted? Y'all gonna dig in the crates and go find I'm seeing clips of people doing Infamous Second Sons. Talking about, oh my God, look how visually it looks even in 2025. Bruh, ain't nobody finna play that mess. Not again. You see what happened with Final Fantasy. They took so long to finally bend the knee and accept that they wasn't making money over there with playing the exclusive game with Sony. They finally rolled it out to the Xbox, and guess what? It died. I think they said it only sold like 22K on the Xbox. Good riddance. You deserve it. Especially after we just experienced Expeditions 33, and what they brought to the table with RPGs and that turn-based experience. Bro, ain't nobody playing that trash. Y'all better get that outdated mess and send that to the drawing board. It died off like it's supposed to. The only reason I'm even entertaining Black Myth Wuhan is because I love that game. I played it on the PC. It was fire. And I was like, I already said from day one, if they drop this on uh Xbox, when they drop on Xbox, I'm gonna play it again. And I get to play the definitive edition. Am I gonna play full price for it? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Definitely gonna get a coupon or two for that one. But I will be playing that game until, like I said, Grand Theft Auto 6 drop. But at this point, bro, like I said, Sarah Bond is doing her thing. She's definitely not a DEI hire. And even if she was, this is how a DEI hire is supposed to operate and come into the scene. I'm joking, but I know she wasn't a DEI hire. I'm just joking. But what she's about to do with this new Xbox console is about to tear the streets up, bro. It's about to tear the streets up. And if you're not prepared, you just ain't gonna be prepared. This is a hostile takeover for Microsoft from all fronts. I'm talking about every narrative is tore down to the brim, to the point where you got people scrambling around just saying, hey, podcasting ain't fun anymore because we can't kick and make profit off of just kicking in Microsoft back. You gotta literally eat crow. And this is what I told people what was going to happen. Now they gotta eat crow and sit there and accept that they was wrong about Sony. All those narratives that they was pumping out, all that negative publicity they was spewing out about Microsoft, they got to look at those videos, or they fans have to go back and look at those videos and say, hold on, you ain't had that same energy a couple months ago. You just said, woo woo is trash, and why would I play it? Oh, you was just doing it for the donations. You was out here twerking for $1. It's funny out here, boy. I keep telling y'all, stop listening to these dudes that don't have your best interests at heart. I had people out here asking me questions on some funny tip. Maybe they was trying to be honest, but they was asking me little funny questions. Oh, should I buy an Xbox, or would I trade in? Should I go trade in my Xbox to get a PC, or so I traded my Xbox to get a PlayStation? And I was looking at you like, or they asked me, should I trade in my PS5 to get a PS5 Pro? And I'm looking at you like, why would you do that? You're upgrading for nothing. You're not getting anything. What, the visual upgrade of playing Xbox games on your console? Why would you not get Game Pass? That's stupid of you. Oh, so you purposely, willingly like to go out and spend 80, 100 something bucks on games that you can get in a subscription? That's funny. Oh, you don't like subscriptions, but um, do you got Spotify? Don't you got a Spotify account? Don't you got Apple Music, Netflix? I thought you was all pro physical. Where where's that energy at now? Oh, you must be the guy that's in your car and you still got the pack of CDs in the little binder. You know what I'm saying? You know that little binder you used to have, and you used to take the picture or the the artwork and you put it in the front so you know which CD is which CD. Like you that guy, huh? And you got like a trunk full of old CDs when you go driving around your house, and you gotta pop one in here and there, or you got a whole bunch of DVDs in your crib. People gotta stop, man. That selective biasness is, bro, it's outdated, it's done. It doesn't benefit nobody. It just make you look stupid in the long run. You pumping out these narratives to just try to prove a point for what? At this point, bro, Microsoft is dominating the scene. It's clear as day. It's not even a one-on-one at this point. Cool. Sony sold the hardware. Congratulations. You did your thing. That was your strong suit in the first place. And y'all dominated. Cool. Great. Thumbs up. But when you look at the back end, it's disarray. It's like, you know what I'm saying? What's the point of having a Porsche and you can't drive it because you ain't got gas in the car? They don't have no games. They don't have no games to pump their gas, bro. And you got Microsoft come through like BP. They providing all the services to keep that Porsche up and running. And I'm making hand over fist money by doing it. Yeah, man. That's why I said I couldn't do it. I got out of the console war mess. I had to jump out of there because it didn't make any sense. You're upset and mad because you can't play your games in one area when I can have the option, a choice to play my games everywhere, not just on one device. And you're getting upset because Microsoft is doing what Microsoft is known to do. They've been known as a software company for God since their existence, even in gaming. And now they're doubled down on that even more now. And all of the big third-party publishers, they got them in their pocket. Either they own them or they got deals with them. This AMD new regime situation that's going on, I said it at first. If they did all of this for the handheld and they stripped it down to the bare bone and built it from the ground up with Windows, they for damn sure did it for the console. And it's here. Multiple storefronts, play anywhere, all the exclusives. Game Pass gonna triumph. It's without a doubt Game Pass price tag is finna go up. But that's what I got for y'all, man. I'm finna do another video real quick for Marathon. I'm gonna let this one breathe for a little bit, and then I probably upload that one tomorrow. Uh, this your boy Double O Melo. Sound off in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about the situation. Um, do you think that what's a good question to lead off with this, man? Um, because I don't want to ask this is gonna dominate because this is. Um, do you think this is enough for console gamers do you think that what Sarah Bond just presented is enough to change the narrative in places like in journalism and IGN and stuff like that on social media? Let me know what y'all think. This your boy Double O Melo. One love. God bless. Peace. Y'all be safe. Stay dangerous out there, man. Pray up. Love on your loved ones as well.